Congratulations, it's a boy.
What's up, everybody? It's been a while since we've recorded, so I thought we'd start off today with, hey, Brian, you want to click on Totally Obsessed Peter Pan?
Yes, I would.
We're back at it, baby.
Oh my god, this Genshin Impact!
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I've never played it.
Use a claymore for mining. Use a bow for mining.
She wasn't even doing anything. Like, it wasn't even hurting.
Next story takes
It's
us to
Fred.
Tampa, Florida, by way of Never Never Land. Randy Constant is a 50-year-old man who likes to skip around in green leotards.
Isn't that Robin? From Batman and Robin, isn't that like...
Well, yeah, but he was a child. This dude's 55.
Yeah, but... I mean, technically, when Dick Grayson is Nightwing, he's still kind of doing the same thing, it's just not green.
Well, yeah, Nightwing's suit is a little different, but yes, it's the same
Alright,
concept.
Jared, so we're going to have you defend comic books and superheroes to other people.
Listen, I don't defend Batman a lot. Batman took a kid off the street, put him in a Peter Pan suit, and he was like...
So you agree. You agree you put him in a Peter Pan suit.
Well, yeah, he did. I mean, it looks like Peter Pan, but...
Okay, that's fair.
If anything, it's Batman's fault.
Yeah, it's always Batman's fault.
Something I invented called the Pixie Dance.
I don't know.
I think I was about 8 when I told my dad, I'd like to be a fairy. He probably...
Could you imagine that conversation? Your son walks up to you, and he's like, Dad, I want to be a fairy. And you go, a furry? And he goes, no, a fairy. I'd be like, oh.
Well, I think that sentence taken out of context is even funnier, though, because fairy is, like, another term for, like, gay.
Yeah.
So, like, just going up to your dad, probably, like, because if he's 50, this was made in 2014, if he was 8 years old, a good, like, let's say he was in the 60s or 70s, going up to your dad and saying, Dad, I want to be a fairy, at that time, like, you're just going up to him and be like, I want to be gay, Dad.
I bet, like, his dad got made fun of, like, back in that time. He's just walking down the street. Hey, Jeremy, I heard your kid's a fucking fairy.
You know how, like, kids will say, like, oh, my dad could beat up your dad? Probably happened, but, like, the other way around,
Yeah.
where the other dads were bullying him for
Yeah.
his son being a quote-unquote fairy.
Look at me, I'm 50 years old and I'm still Peter Pan.
Whoa.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Whoa.
no. Why'd they get his lawyer involved?
Oh, no.
Why do we...
No, you're right.
Fuck, why do we need to know his lawyer? Rich Petit?
Rich Petit. Rich tits.
If there was just a Y there, he would be Rich Petitty.
For the past 30 years, Randy Constant has been living his life as Peter Pan.
That's as good as it gets.
He's got a lot of Peter Pan costumes.
I know, and they're all the same. It's either the same costume or it's just a different hint of green.
Yeah, it's for a different occasion, you know? What happens if you have to go to a funeral? And you gotta wear, like, a...
It's the closest thing to black.
Yeah,
Like,
a darker shade of green.
yeah.
Or he's got, like, the alternate suit. Like, you know how, like, All Might has his alternative suit in the show?
No, it's like the black Superman suit.
That's 50 years old. Being Peter
50 years old.
They've mentioned like 15 times that he's 50 years
Yeah,
old.
they really want
in the
us
span of less than a minute.
They really want us to know that he's 50.
And he chooses to live as
Oh,
Peter
he
Pan.
does have more clothes.
Okay, yeah. So he doesn't just have Peter Pan, but he's got a lot of clothes that look like they were ripped straight out of George Washington's closet.
Does he have a blue dress?
No, that's a baby's bib. Because he's a widow baby. But this black one with the white, like...
Maybe that's his funeral.
Okay, we're gonna keep going.
Okay.
I don't want to look too far into this, because this is... I'm not seeing anything here that's screaming respectable.
Yeah, well... Alright, yeah, keep going.
There was a vintage shop that had this green velvet dress.
To dress the part, Randy had to learn how to sew women's dresses into...
He's kind of...
It's kind of respectable. Like at first, like I think like, oh, he's sewing women's clothes, but like there's a certain level of like ingenuity, and I mean there's nothing wrong with like wearing women's clothes, but like you know what I mean. Like at first you're kind of like, because like they fit differently.
Yeah, I mean,
because he does look like he's a pretty fit.
All right, so that's what I was gonna say. Like there was like when he like does this, when he moves his arms, like his muscles go up. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, he's in pretty good shape for 50 years old, but like you kind of have to know what you're doing to engineer your own clothes.
Did they say his name yet?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna call him Peter.
Oh my god. Hey, Peter.
It's okay. John and Tammy, olive oil. They look
They look like their whole closet is full of funeral clothes.
Yeah, well, especially Tammy over here.
Yeah.
That he dresses like that all the time. I was like, wow, he takes this farther than I thought he did.
Is that how you see me, like, when I cosplay for my TikToks? Like, are you going to be on this show?
No. You are totally different. You don't, it's not like you, well, I don't know, but it's not like you put on the Polnareff hat and you walk around the street all day with it on.
Yeah, I go around town and I look at people like, oh.
That's my business partner. Whatever.
And I spend so much time working on the tops that I don't realize that the girls are looking at my tights.
They're not looking at it just because of tights, bud.
Looking at it because you're fucking cocksat. I think the biggest travesty out of all of this isn't what he's wearing, it's his fucking haircut.
Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed. I mean,
I thought it was a wig. But like now seeing him in his closet, he woke up one day and was like, this is the haircut I want.
Yeah.
Dad, I want to be a fairy and this is the haircut I want.
Does Peter Pan have a bowl cut?
No, Peter Pan's got like
I know
nice hair.
Peter Pan's he has red hair, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bowl cut.
Yeah, no, it's like decent hair that, you know, like any normal, respectable human being would have, not...
I mean, the costume's on point.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. It's really good.
Being Peter Pan, I can stay childlike despite whatever age I happen to be.
I mean, I don't think there's anything really too bad with that phrase or like that idea.
Are you being sarcastic? Or
No, I'm being serious.
Okay. Yeah, but what
I meant to a certain extent, not that like 100%. So.
Does he have a job? Like...
Yeah, he takes kids to Neverland.
So did Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Living the dream, baby.
Maybe he teaches people. Maybe he's like a dance teacher or something.
Wait, you're telling me he doesn't work at Disneyland? Why the fuck doesn't he work at Disneyland? Like, just hire this dude.
That's true. That's true.
Like, this guy is Peter Pan.
I bet he'd do it for free.
Yeah, this guy is literally Peter Pan in every aspect except he can't fly.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, like, fuck it. They might say, "Oh, you have to dye your hair orange," but fuck it. Like,
I mean, it's really not even that far off.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I think it's probably closer to red or not red. I think his hair is closer to brown.
Yeah.
Or it's supposed to be than red.
Yeah.
In the movie, but but who would they have for Tinkerbell? Do you think?
At a Disney park?
Yeah. Do you think they'd hire someone like Peter Dinklage to be Tinkerbell?
You're good, bud. You're good.
Yeah.
I still have a haircut for a 4-year-old.
It does.
All right. Well, we already addressed that, but like, he got a lot of hair. You could definitely style it a little better.
Look how toned he is.
Yeah.
Look at his arm, dude.
Yeah.
I'd kind of be worried to fight him.
Even in the reflection, like, you can see the definition of his bicep.
What are those two masks on the wall? I do not like it.
Oh, that's the acting masks.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. You've never seen the theater masks?
No. Well, probably, but...
It's like, what's shown. It's like the way you represent theater. There's like the happy and the sad mask.
Oh, it's like the dude in the mirror from Shrek.
Yeah. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Who's got the
most
biggest
gorgeous?
cock of them all?
Whoa, Peter.
So that's as far as I'm going to go about my hair. It is what it is, and it grows out of my head.
I grew out of my head too.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
That caught me off guard.
Breakfast of champions.
Is that a Twinkie?
Okay, but can we just take a moment that like every white person says that, no matter what the fuck they eat in the morning? Dude,
You're right.
I will reheat a slice of pizza and go, the breakfast of champions. This guy's eating a fucking Twinkie and says, is it like, was Wheaties really directed that heavily at white people?
Probably. Like back then, definitely, probably.
Yeah.
Also, do you think he claps when an airplane lands?
Oh, you asked me if he's that white?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. He probably doesn't go on planes. He probably tries to fly himself.
Jumps off the airport building. I'm fucking.
Doesn't even finish his sentence. Just
Eat a lot of Hostess Twinkies.
The way he said Hostess Twinkies. I eat a lot of Hostess Twinkies.
I eat a lot of Hostess Twinkies, Peter.
Also, so are they insinuating that he has a Twinkie for breakfast every day?
I think that's what they were saying, and he said he eats a lot of them.
Yeah, that can't be good.
No, I just don't understand how he looks like that if he eats a lot of Twinkies.
That's what I was thinking. Like, this dude's a mystery. I don't know.
He probably goes on runs like every day.
Probably. And you know what? So far, if I'm being honest, in my opinion, so far he is way less worse than
Pac-Man guy?
Yeah, Pac-Man
Yeah,
Christ.
no, this guy, I feel like I could sit down and I could have, like, a conversation with him.
Yeah.
And, like, we could get somewhere. With the Pac-Man guy, it would just be awkward and he'd keep going back to Pac-Man.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he's obviously got, I don't want to say something wrong with him.
He's got an obsession.
Yeah. But he's outright with it, and he's not annoying with it. He goes, yeah, that's who I am. Like,
Yeah.
But Pac-Man guy was just fucking weird.
I think what you're trying to say is this guy's self-aware, the Pac-Man guy is not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Randy burns it off by spending over 15 hours a week.
Yeah, 15 hours a week.
Okay, if that's what he's doing, and he's staying healthy, I might have to start doing that.
That's about 2 hours a day.
All right.
A little bit over. 2 hours and like 10 minutes. 2 hours, 15 minutes maybe. Because 7 days a week, 2 hours, it's 14, so.
You want to start doing Peter Pan workouts?
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
come home from the liquor store, down a bottle of Yingling and just fucking prance around my parking
Well,
lot.
I eat a Twinkie.
But, I mean, keeps him in shape. So,
Yeah,
like, you
yeah,
know,
fuck
fuck it.
There is an art to leaping. You have to be practical. You have to avoid areas where somebody will shoot you.
Huh?
What? What?
Like,
Janet, the fucking fairy's back. Get my shotgun.
boom! Fucking brains go everywhere. It gets Peter painted all over the fucking wall.
Okay, that was a really good one.
But we need context for
Yeah.
this. Because I was going to say something, but I need context.
I mean, really, he can't fly, so that's about the most thing that he can possibly do.
We're not gonna get context.
Gee, I didn't realize I could jump that high.
Okay, no, I guess he was just really talking about being shot. Like,
Well-
I thought that was a problem for furries, where they went out into the woods and then people mistake them for,
like a bear.
Yeah, and then how are you gonna mistake Peter Pan for, like...
You think he just
It's
like
a fucking goblin, Steve! Get him!
he dances through Compton.
Oh my god. See, Like, when they mentioned him not being able to fly, I thought maybe he thought he was flying and he didn't want to get shot down by, like, anti-aircraft missiles or something. He'd get absolutely blown out of the sky by a SAM turret.
Yeah. Peter Pan flies over the White House and gets shot down with a rocket.
Mr. Biden, Peter Pan is over the White House. Shoot him.
I want to kiss my sister.
All right.
He said that.
He
didn't say that.
Okay.
Even though that's caused him to lose a job and his 20-year marriage.
No fucking way. All right. The plot thickens.
So this guy lost a marriage, but Pac-Man guy didn't?
Well, exactly. Well, 20 years. She put up with him for 20 years. I get it. At that point.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the more we watch this, the more, like, feasible I can see this as opposed to the Pac-Man guy. Because, you know, there's a lot of street performers that go out and, you know, they do things, like, normally they'll have, like, a hat with, like, for tips or whatever.
Right.
And, like, you know, you go up, people dress up or, you know, cosplay. And I feel like Peter Pan is something a lot of people would know. And, you know, you'd want to entertain some kids, you know, here or there or whatever. So I don't think that it's like you go out and you get fucking ridiculed. Whereas if you go out screaming Pac-Man to people, you might get shot.
Yeah.
Fucking who knows?
Uh-oh.
This is where I think it might take a turn.
This is where he's gonna get shot.
What is your name?
They call me Peter Pan.
Is Peter Pan a woman or a guy?
It's a boy, Peter.
Yeah, you
that
fucking
was
idiot.
kind of a
that
dumb
was
question.
A dumb question.
Yeah, that's a dumb.
What's your name? Peter Pan. Are you a boy or a girl? Yeah, I mean, I could have, you know, worded it a bit better. What are your preferred pronouns? But you know.
Yeah, well.
There's a boy's name.
Okay.
Yeah, you dipshit.
Who this guy?
Isn't this the guy from?
Is that Michael B. Jordan?
No, this is the guy from Scary Movie.
What are you doing over here, Peter Pan?
I'm just
See, he gets it. He gets it.
skipping around Ybor City.
A lot of nice girls.
Yeah, a lot of
You
tinks.
meet a lot of girls in those tights.
Oh, I feel like that was close to a slur.
Yeah, that made me feel uncomfortable. I did not like that. I made an instant cringe face.
Yeah.
It works.
Could we just take a moment to, like, appreciate his one nipple hanging out? Because it's really just hanging out there, like.
Picked up a girl today.
That means you don't have to worry about my competition.
No, he don't. He does not have to.
No, but, like, see what I was talking about? Like, you can banter back and forth with him. He's got some sort of,
Why
like,
does his necklace go down to his fucking belly button?
my Chang hang low.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking, too.
Oh yeah?
He did the office thing! He did the office where he looks in the camera!
Oh, he did the gym thing?
That means you don't have to worry about my competition.
Oh yeah?
Oh, okay. Ew, look how we have the video paused.
Wait, I want to see if I can get a clear image. You can use this as the thumbnail.
Okay.
Come here, Tinkerbell.
You want to be my little tink?
And just like the real Peter Pan, Randy
I thought he was going to start pole dancing with the music.
Yes, well, I thought he was getting ready to dance. I think he's eyeing up something.
is constantly on the lookout for his Tinkerbell.
Oh!
Kind of weird that he's 50 years old trying to pick up girls in their 20s, but let's see how this goes.
They don't look 20.
What do you think they look?
They.
I mean, like,
well, I mean, they probably are 20, but
yeah, probably like
girl in the middle looks like she's 17.
but like early 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, but
17 is an early 20s. 17 is 17.
I know, but what I'm saying is like They're probably in their early 20s.
Oh, okay.
There's no way these girls are fucking close to his age, Jared.
Well, I know. I'm not saying they are.
I know, but I'm saying, like...
What are you trying to say, Brian?
I'm trying to say that these girls are quite fucking young for a 50-year-old man
My
to try
name
to
is
pick up.
Chris Hansen. Have a seat.
I'm not the problem here!
Boy has secured the bag.
Man has got in. Hacker voice, I'm in.
You. I'm not looking for all the girls in the world, just, you know, a date now and then.
I think the one piece of advice that I would give Randy is the tighter the pants, the better.
Holy shit, I thought that was going somewhere else, and I was so worried.
He's not reaching in for a condom.
Despite the challenges, Randy plans on being Peter Pan forever.
I don't see myself ever giving up being Peter Pan. It's the way I choose to live my life, and I'm having a ball.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, it seems like he has like other hobbies outside of being Peter Pan.
And
Like he
it's
can
just-
sing,
and it's
knows how to
just
play
not-
guitar.
It's just not one thing. It's
It's not just Pac-Man.
You know, I walked into this video thinking we were gonna roast this guy like we did with Pac-Man, but
I have to say, I kind of respect him.
I consider him a friend.
I would let this man sit down at my dinner table and share a cereal bowl with me.
I would let him go into my daughter's bedroom.
Try to... Here's my Tinkerbell.
Oh my god. I guess that's pretty much the video.
Yeah, unless we want to say hi to Fred.
Yeah, let's say.
No,